The dull young monk. Once there was one young Pandaka who could not learn a stanza of 44 syllables in 4 months. His brother, the older Pandaka, got impatient with him and sent him away. The Buddha brought him to himself, gave him a piece of cloth, and instructed him to handle it while repeating, "Removal of impurity, removal of impurity." The monk did as instructed, realized the nature of mind and matter in him, and became an arahat. It must have taken him 2 or 3 hours at most. He gained insight so easily because he was given a subject of meditation that suited his disposition. A disciple of Venerable Sariputta meditated on the foulness of things in vain for 4 months, so the Venerable Sariputta took him to the Buddha, who brought forth a golden lotus by his supernatural power and gave it to the monk. It turned out that the monk had been a goldsmith for 500 existences in succession. He liked beautiful things and had no interest in foul things. Now, when he saw the golden lotus, he was fascinated and developed jhana while looking at it. When the Buddha made the lotus fade away, he realized the impermanent suffering and not self nature of things. The Buddha then taught him a stanza, on hearing which he became an arahat. The elder Channa was not successful in his efforts to attain insight, so he asked the Venerable Ananda for advice. Ananda said to Channa, "You are a vapa, soil to be sown on, one in whom insight can be cultivated." The elder was filled with joy and delight. He followed Ananda's advice and soon gained insight. Some teachers of meditation of today do not know how to teach to suit the disposition of the would-be meditators. They speak words not suited to them. As a result, the prospective meditators go home discouraged. But some do know how to speak. Their disciples who thought of spending only a few days at the meditation were heartened enough to stay on till they gained insight. It is very important to teach to suit the disposition of the listener. No wonder thousands of people gained insight at the end of a sermon by the Buddha. Here among our listeners can be 1 or 2 who have attained perfections, as those people in the days of the Buddha. And there will be those who have matured after days and months of training. These few can gain insight while listening to the Dhamma now. If you can't get it now, you will get it very soon as you go on working. Those who have never worked before have learnt the right method now. If you start working at some convenient time, you will gain it. Whether you have gained insight or just done good deeds, you will all be born in the 6 Deva worlds when you die. There you will meet those Aryan Devas who have been there since the days of the Buddha. You will meet Anathapindika, Visakha and others. Then you can ask them about what they have learnt from the Buddha and practiced. It would be a delightful thing discussing the Dhamma with good folk in the Deva world. But if you do not want to be born in the Deva world and just want to be born in this world of men, well, you will be born here. Once, that is, about 25 or 30 years ago, a Chinese patron invited some monks to a feast at his home in Moulmein. After the meal, the presiding monk said grace for the occasion. He said how, as a result of his good deed of feeding the monks, the Chinese patron would be born in the Deva world, where life is full of delights with magnificent palaces and beautiful gardens. The monks then asked the Chinese Dagagaji, "Well, Dagagi, don't you want to be born in the Deva world?" "No," the Chinese Dagagi replied. Surprised, the monk asked why. "I don't want to be anywhere else. I just want to be in my own house, in my own place." "Well," said the monk, "then you will be born in your one house, in your own house." The monk was right. His karma will lead him to where he wants to be. The aspiration, monks, of a man of morality is realized because of purity. Now you listeners here are of pure morality. At a time when most people in Rangoon are enjoying themselves, at this New Year time, you are here to do meritorious deeds, away from the merrymaking. Some of you donning yellow robe and training in meditation. Some keep Sabbath and do meditation. So your moral habits are pure. If you want to be born in the Deva world, you will be born there. If you want to be born in this human world, you will. In this connection, there is something that has been a cause of concern to us. Today, countries in Europe and America are prospering. We fear those Burmese who do good deeds get inclined towards those countries and will be born there. I think it is the case already. Some ask, although Buddhists do good deeds, why isn't a Buddhist country prospering? They seem to think when a Burmese dies, he is born in Burma only. It is not so. A man of merit can be born anywhere. A Burmese, if he so desires, can be born elsewhere. Those wealthy people in other countries may have been good Buddhists from Burma. There are so many people who do meritorious deeds here, but there are not enough wealthy parents to receive them in their next life. So they will have to be born elsewhere. If you are born there, and if you are just a worldling, you will have to take up the religion of your parents there. This is very important. So to be steadfast in your religious faith, you must work now. You must try to reach a stage in which your faith in the Buddha, the law, and the order will never waver. Such a stage is that of stream winning. Once a stream winner, your faith in the three gems will never waver in whatever country you may be born. These days it is not very good to be born in the world of men. Life is short, diseases are plentiful, ideologies are confusing, and dangers abound. So if you don't want to be born in the world of men, you will be born in the world of devas, even if you have not attained the path and fruition. Your good deeds of giving and keeping precepts will take you wherever you want to be. If you have attained the path and the fruition, all the better. And the world of devas is not very hard to come by. One Indaka of Rajagaha made a gift of a spoonful of rice to the order and was born in the Tawatimsa heaven. Adayakas and Dayikas in Myanmar have been making far greater gifts than a spoonful of rice. As regards precepts, observing them for a while has sent people to Deva heavens. Some kept Sabbath for half a day and were born in heavens. Now you have observed Sabbath very well and practiced meditation very well. If you want, you will easily get to the Deva worlds. Why not? Once there, ask the Aryan Devas about the teachings of the Buddha and discuss the Dhamma with them. Please do, I ask of you.